Yo, yo. It's been a while. It's been a while because I just got my Facebook back. I got hacked recently. If y'all hadn't seen me or heard from me in about 4 months, well, I got hacked, but I'm back. I'll wait for a few of you guys to hop on. Y'all may not even hop on because it's been so long y'all might have forgotten about me. Who knows? May have to go to Instagram. Rocky Romero, what's happening, brother man? It's been a while. Finally trying to get in the swing of things of getting Facebook back. Had a few people hop on. Hope you guys are doing good. Rocky Romero, you must be from South Louisiana with a last name like that. Tell me where you're from. When you hop on, tell me where you're from. I gotta reconnect with all you guys. I felt like I don't know y'all no more because I lost my Facebook for 4 months. May not even have a whole lot of people come on here. We've got a few hopping on. When you hop on, tell me where you're from. Titus DeWeiler, Tupelo, Mississippi. I love the Southern boys. Jay's homegrown from the deep south of the swamps of Louisiana and Erath. Clay, what's up, Clay? Clay's in Colorado. Titus, I never heard of Titus. Where are you from, Titus? Jonathan, what's going on? Wait for some of you guys to hop on, get a little audience here before we get crack-a-lacking. It's been a minute because I've been hassling Facebook to give me my Facebook back. As you guys know, I got hacked. Make sure you got double authentication on. And I got this Facebook back, but my page that's got 40,000 followers, I got it back, but when Facebook gave it back to me, they forgot to take off the admin who hacked it, who's from Pakistan. So once I got it back, they kicked me back off again. So I'm trying to get it back again, the Chris Rood Entrepreneur. So anyway, but for you guys that follow me here, what's up, Jonathan? What's up, Mario? Wanted to reconnect and start getting back on the Sunday lives we used to do to talk shop. And I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you guys on Sundays, right? Just talking shop and seeing what you guys are up to, what's working, more importantly, what's not working right now. A lot of things have changed, right? 2023 was a pretty rough year. Our revenue probably got cut in half of what we usually normally do for wholesales, flips, things of that nature. But 2024, I don't know. I think 2024 is going to be really, really good. And I know it's going to be good. My pipeline right now in January is bigger than it's been in probably 2 years. I'm usually not this busy in January coming off the holidays because the holidays are typically slow, right? I think we have about 14 flips going between all the markets we're in and about 3 or 4 wholesales going, which is really good for January, right? But as far as 2024, I want to connect with you guys, tell you what I got going on, what I'm bullish on, what I think is going to be really the moneymaker in 2024. Two things me and Momma Rood are doing. Momma Rood's getting her contractor's license. She just finished taking the classes. We are going to go hot and heavy in ground up construction on assets like, small apartments, maybe some storage. I don't know. Maybe some storage. We're going to look at maybe building some triple net lease buildings, things of that nature. But I'm telling you right now, land development is going to crush it in the up and coming years. When interest rates come back down, we've had such a squeeze, right? The cool thing about real estate is you can only keep real estate down for so long. Even in 2008, if you're old enough to remember 2008 and the pain we went through, even though when everybody shit the bed in 2008, including me, it really only took about a year for everything to start rebounding. Within a year and a half, things were fucking up and going again. And I would say this is, this interest rate hike was unprecedented. We've never had such a spike this fast in interest rates ever, right? The fastest I think we had the interest rates go up really high in the 70s, but not this fast. And that kind of slowed everything down, right? If you're in the real estate game, you felt it, right? There's nobody that's in real estate that didn't feel the slowdown. The only people that didn't feel the slowdown of this interest rate hike was the service providers of the trades who actually freaking crushed it, which I'm real bullish on that too. If you got a service trade right now, or you own a trade company like HVAC, roofing, contracting, plumbing, electrical, dude, that is going to be so good. Big Mama just showed up. That is going to be so good in the coming years. Why? All the tradesmen are dying, and there's not enough of them to pick up the slack. You try calling a roofer, an HVAC, a landscaper, electrician lately? Try calling an electrician and see how backed up they are. All the service trades. So if I'm a young man, I'm getting into service trades. I'm bullish on that if I'm a young man. And I'm not saying all you guys that follow me should get into the service trades, but I'm telling you the next 20 years, that is going to be really good. Case in point, when I started my first mechanic shop, quick lube car wash mechanic shop, when I was 2005, that's when I got my first shop. I had a chain of quick lubes, right? The labor rate was like 35 to 40 bucks an hour. I think 45 was high. This is 2005. When the first shop on Moss Street, I think it was 2005. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding you. No, that was 2006. I'm sorry. No, it was 2006 or 7. Maybe it was 2007. I don't remember. 2007, I think. It was one of those years. But labor rate was 40 bucks an hour. You know what the labor rate for mechanic shops are right now? $135. They have, in 20 years, they have 4x the labor rate. The labor rate for HVAC, the price of a roof, everything has went through the roof right now, right? The price of roofs have went through the roofs. So if I'm a young man, I'm getting into that, right? But Mama's going to get her contractor's license, which is service-based business. If you're a good contractor and you just do what you say.
And show up.
Say what you do. Show up.
Babysit the people.
And get the job done. Dude, you can name your price. Because nobody wants to work.
Well, everybody loves a good builder. Once you find one,
and build that brand.
Keep them. We had a good builder in our first big build, and I would use them again. I love them. Like, it's easy to gain business if you just show up and do the right ethical work.
And that spreads fast. Mm-hmm. You almost don't even have to market and advertise. If you do good work and you actually show up and do what you say and say what you do, dude, you will have so much work, and you would probably have to do little advertisement just from the goodwill, because everybody will talk about you. Mm-hmm. So we're bullish on that. Momma Rood and I are doing that. Well, she's getting the test. I can't pass the test. I can barely send an email, much less try to pass it.
And you're not creative.
Well, I don't need it, but I'm going to line up all the workers.
Yeah.
But they're going to listen to me.
You're going to fuss at people.
Yeah, I'm going to handle.
That'll be your job.
I'm going to be handling
I don't like to fuss at people.
I'm going to be handling all the bullshit, right? But she's the creative one. So we got that going. Land development will be super good in 2024. Let me tell you why. When COVID happened, it kind of bottlenecked everything. We have so many people right now that still, even though interest rates are high, the market's still, inventory is still historically really low. It's still low. All you got to do to be a good real estate investor, what's the supply, what's the demand, right? What's the days on market?
So I watch and see how many houses are on the market in our area. The normal average range used to be like 3,000 houses. And when it was really low, it was like 950 houses. We're staggering from 1,500 to 1,700 houses. So it's still kind of low.
Yeah. So anybody that tells you real estate's, not going to do good in 2024, if the Fed does what they say they're going to do, and they start dropping rates, it's off to the races again. Everything is going to start booming again. So this is why we're going hot and heavy in land development. I've got 4 neighborhoods going up right now. We got two in Louisiana, 1 in Alabama. Where's the 4th one we got? I think we got a 4th one. We got the Alabama deal. We got the one in Youngsville. We got the one in Milton.
Baton Rouge. With Walker or something?
Yes, that's it. In Walker, Louisiana. We got 3 in Louisiana, 1 in Alabama that we're building neighborhoods. But here's the cool thing about it. And the way when I do land development, we're selling lots, right? We're buying raw land, taking it, through entitlement, and putting the infrastructure. And you don't even have to always do that if you're outside the city limits. You don't even have to take it, through entitlement and all that with the city. So people are still buying lots, even though the rates are really. Hey, what's up, Dana? Mrs. Roush, hope you're doing good.
It's Dina.
Dina. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at names.
Do not missay her name.
I'm sorry, Miss Dina.
Get it right.
You have to apologize. I apologize. Hope you and Roush can make it out to Allies. I want you guys to come out.
Killers.
Yeah, you guys are. We love you guys. I want you to come out to Allies in March in Nashville, Tennessee. We got the next Allies in Nashville. But anyway, people are still buying lots. They may not be building a lot of houses, but they're buying lots and they're holding on to them until interest rates come up. So you got to know where the strategic advantages are. You got to know no matter when shit slows down, there's always ways to make money. You just got to follow where's the money going, right? So that's kind of what me and Patty got going on in 2024. Hot and heavy land development, hot and heavy commercial contracting. I know I can find land for pennies on the dollar. I know I can get land for pennies on the dollar. So if you can get land for pennies on the dollar, it behooves you to go ahead and get your GC license, right? But I'm not telling you if you follow me, you just started following me to go get your GC license. There's a progression here. I've been doing real estate for 17 years, full time about 8 years. I would say you still need to start off with wholesaling. This is the proper gradient scale of what you need to do. Elementary school, direct to seller marketing, which is what? Wholesaling, the basic fundamentals, right? Because if you don't know how to find deals, you're going to be dead in the water. Secondly, once you do that, you need to graduate to junior high, which is what? Raising private money. Dude, if you can raise private money, that's a superpower. That is a superpower. And you can sleep at night because you're not using all your own money. 3, the next graduation step from junior high is what? High school. That's flipping. So you got direct to seller marketing, which is wholesaling, raising private money. Once you can raise private money, you know how to find deals. What's the next step? Start flipping properties. Start flipping houses. Do that for a couple years. Stack that cash. Stack about, make yourself $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. Stack that cash. Then the next step after high school is what? That's going to be what? Buy and hold, right? Everybody wants to start off with buy and hold. That's slow money, guys. You got to understand. You guys hear me talk about fast, medium, and slow money. Do not start off with buy and hold unless you got a bunch of money. Because why? It's slow money. Now, if you got a great job, a great W-2 job paying you $300,000, $400,000 a year, and you're making good money, obviously you probably can't do direct to seller marketing and wholesaling because you ain't got time. Then you can skip that step and probably go straight into flipping or go straight into raising private money. Or actually, you probably can go straight into buy and hold because you're going to need some depreciation. Mm-hmm. Once you got buy and hold down, which I built a pretty big portfolio the past 5 years. We bought 19 mobile home parks in the past 5 years, which we've sold about 4 or 5 of them. You want to graduate to land development. That's where the big money's at. Land development is where the money's at. Nobody got wealthy and rich wholesaling, flipping houses. Great income. Now, never stop doing it. Great income.
That's your fast money.
That's your fast money. You got to have some money. I got to pay the bills. I got to buy Momma Rood purses. I got to buy these stupid fancy dogs that piss and shit all over my house. You got to have it, right? But it doesn't move the needle in the wealth department. What moves the needle in the wealth department is land development and buying and holding over a long duration of time. But the older I get and the more I progress on this stuff, the more I realize is that I don't want to buy old product no more. I've been buying old product now for 7, 8 years. This is why Momma Rood's getting her GC license. I want new product. I want to better pick the location. If you know how to do direct to seller marketing and you can market for raw land and you get a badass location and you know how to raise private money and your wife's a contractor or your husband, dude, build new product. I know that Roush's do a lot of that too. That's why they freaking crushing it. They've been doing this shit since they were 17 years old, right? If you don't know Chris's story, Chris has spoken at one of my events. Hopefully he can come back and speak again. But that is the natural progression of being a professional real estate investor. But that's what I'm doing. I'm going hot and heavy in 2024. And we've got a few other things we are looking at doing. But I know without a shadow of a doubt, land development is going to crush it in 2024. My partner, Cody, actually talks to all the big DSLD, DR Horton. They are super bullish. They're like, hey, let's go. We're looking for lots. We want you guys to develop some neighborhoods. We need lots. These guys are multi-billion-dollar companies. They do all the market research. If they're saying that, and then look at like, all you gotta do is say like, look at all these, like Warren Buffett. He is super bullish on these big old contracting companies, right? These builders, they're buying up building stocks, big builder stocks. What do they know that we don't know? They do way more market research and they're a lot smarter than us. Follow what all the big players are doing. So, all right, what questions y'all got?
Well,
Houses are definitely slow moving in the Jacksonville area. I have two that are slow on showings. What, Jeremy, in all fairness, everybody's slow right now because it's the holidays. I've never had a busy November, December. We got 13, 14 flips in the market right now. Everything came to a halt. But even though now that we passed the first, they're starting to get some showings. Give it till mid-January, the end of January, things will be back to normal.
And you have to make sure you're buying in the right price range, because like certain prices you're sitting longer than
Don't go
others.
trying to flip a $500,000-$600,000
Stick with the first home buyer type home.
Yeah, 3, 4. I don't know what average home. You know, we're trying to do anything below 250 where we live. Your area probably might be 350, 400 because you're a little bit higher than where we're at.
What about wholesale?
What's up, Dan? Hope you're doing good, brother, man. Dan's one of my students.
We've wholesale land before.
Yeah, we wholesale land, but we're not wholesaling anymore. We're buying it. You know, we're buying 20, 30 acre tracts and closing on it and developing it, or just turn around and flip it. I got 10.5 acres right now that we bought about a month ago, all frontage, banger of a deal, right? Comps out about 150 to 200,000 an acre. I picked it up for 50,000 an acre, 10.5 acres, all frontage right down the road. We already got 2 acres under contract sold to a gas station for 150,000 an acre. So I think we paid roughly $525 for the whole 10.5 acres. I sold off 2 acres. It's under contract, pending, but that'll pay off, you know, more than half of what we paid for it. So I sell off 2 more acres. We'll have it all paid off. And I'm gonna have basically 6.5 acres, all frontage is one of the best, most badass locations. Growing areas, free and clear. So we're trying to figure out if we're gonna develop something there, which I think we should do. I don't think we should sell off all of it. I think we should just sell it off and pay it off, and then use the land to cross collateralize whatever we can build.
Either way.
But land is an untapped asset class. Nobody mails it. Nobody's really messing with it, because what happens is it keeps the people that don't know what they're doing, it keeps them out. And the people, there's no competition. There's not a whole lot of competition in land, right? So let's see, I'm gonna read out the comment section for me.
Jeremy's house is in the 400 plus. So I don't know if that's that's 400 plus. We don't mess with those type of houses here, but it just depends on.
Yeah, but Jacksonville,
where does that
I don't know. Jacksonville's probably more bougier than where we live here, but I don't know. Lafayette's pretty bougie.
Anything kind of in the middle just sits.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just be careful. I've had land here in Jacksonville with a 4-3 fully remodeled house, 20 acres total. I already have the development plans I can send to you. Dude, if it's in a good area and closer to the city, let's send it to me, Jeremy, for sure. Absolutely, send it to me. Dan, 2024 year of power moves. Absolutely, Dan. No, dude, we're gonna do some awesome stuff together, man. I'm pumped that you joined the Allies. Daniel Cloto, what's up, my brother, man? If you need a roofer in Lafayette, there's your guy right there. Daniel Cloto, he's in our group. Speaking of our group, our next meetup here in Lafayette at my house here, right here where I'm at, is February 8th. If you want to come, let me know. Inbox me. Alliance. Allies is March 6th and 7th in Nashville. Boy, do I have some players lined up for you guys. And if you missed Destin, shame on you.
It was so good.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was so ridiculous that I say that every time. I don't even know how I'm going to top that, but that was the best one. That was the best one. I'm going to stick my pinky out right here as I drink my wine because it was so good that I feel that bougie.
No, it was really good.
It was real good. We had Forrest Griffin there. We had some real. Here's the cool thing about Allies, guys. If you follow me, you probably know by now. I don't have much of a filter. I don't like bullshit. I don't like gurus. I don't like half truths. I like real people doing real deals who are real entrepreneurs. And that's kind of who we bring to these events. I don't bring a bunch of gurus. I tried that when I first started doing these events, and all they want to do is sell courses, right? And they wouldn't even give any good information. So we bring guys that you might have not even heard of. Case in point, Roush's wife was just on here, Dina. Christopher Roush is a fucking player, dude. Like, probably, one of the most impressive guys I've ever met as far as real estate investing. Started when he was 17. Nobody even really knows who he is if you don't go to masterminds. He's not on social media. He doesn't post. That's the kind of guys that we bring. 3 masterminds ago in Colorado Springs, which that was a fucking epic event too. We did it in a castle. Mm-hmm. We have to do that.
I know. I want to go back.
We may want to go back.
It's so nice.
Maybe we'll do that in June again. It was so awesome.
It was so good.
We did a castle in Colorado Springs. We had a guy named Rob Fuller, not even on social media, 40 years old, younger than me. He had $750 million worth of land development deals going on. What kind of information do you think that guy gave? Ain't selling a course. He just came to give, not trying to pitch a mastermind course, like just basically just giving because he wants to give. That's the guys I'm looking for. That's the guys that we bring. Another guy, the last event, Mama, in the triple net guy. What was his name? Awesome
Kevin?
guy.
Oh,
triple net guy, big blonde guy. What's his name?
wait, which event are you talking about?
Matter of fact,
Andrew.
Andrew, yeah, I think Logan right here is his partner. I think so. I think Logan's his partner. I just saw him. Yeah, Andrew. Ain't got nothing to sell you. Gave some of the best information, right? The people that are not selling you a fucking bill of goods or courses are the guys that I want to bring. Because, look, Allies is just is for me too, right? I create these events just so I can learn. That's why we got inspired to get our contractor's license. That's why I got inspired to start getting into land development.
We had lots of developers come.
Yeah, we've had 2 develop. The
last one we had 2 developers.
2 developers. The last, and the one before that we had. No, well, we didn't have any, but the one before that we had Rob Fuller, which is one of the biggest private developers in the country, 40 years old. So if you want to learn how to take it to the next level in real estate, I know the guru space, especially like HGTV and all these shows kind of glorified all these flippers all these years. But listen, guys, it's a great income, but it ain't going to make you wealthy. It's not going to build wealth. What's going to make you wealthy is the big swings. You need the big swings to make you millions of dollars. Making a $50,000, $60,000 rip on a house it may change your life for a little while, but it's not life-changing money. You go and develop a neighborhood and you make $1 million, that's life-changing money. You understand? It might take you 2 or 3 years, but that's life-changing money. Or you go build, a build-to-rent neighborhood and it takes you 5 years and you sell it and make $5-10 million. That's life-changing money. So you got to mix all this in. You can't just do wholesale. You can't just do flip. And I'm not beating up the wholesale and flippers. I love to wholesale and flip. I still do it. It's great income. It's fun, right? But I think HGTV and, the gurus and, social media is kind of glorified like that. If you flip houses, like you're going to become super wealthy. No.
You got to have many spokes on your wheel.
Yes.
So the masterminds, we bring every spoke. We just bring like everybody So where you can be more diverse,
Yeah.
because that's what's gonna
Yeah.
save you when shit, goes down.
Yeah, you want to.
We have so many skills.
You want to have, like, the more skills you can stack, the better off you're going to be. That's all. It's all about stacking the skills, right? You'll learn real fast. 50K doesn't get you far. That's exactly right, Jeremy. I mean, it's awesome. It's good money. It pays your bills. But dude, it ain't life-changing money.
Especially if you have 5 kids.
Yeah, 5 kids, fucking needy wife, 20 cars. Did I mention needy wife?
It happens.
So, but that's the game, guys. Work on your fast, work on your medium, work on your slow money, right? What is fast money? Wholesaling. What is medium money? Flipping. What is slow money? Buy and hold and land development. If you do that over a duration of time and you get the depreciation from the slow money to offset your fast and medium money, you cannot pay taxes legally, morally, and ethically, and you play that game for the next 5, 10 years, you can't help but to build wealth. If you follow my principal program of what I teach on how to build wealth, the progression, and how not to asset discriminate, and the fast and medium slow money strategies, and you do direct to seller marketing, you will build wealth. I know, because that's how I did it, right? I've built most of my wealth in the past 4 years, figuring this shit out, how to do it. I made a lot of mistakes. I still make mistakes, right?
I think first and foremost, you build confidence too. Yeah. Knowing all these different skills, you just build confidence in that callus over time.
Yeah, you build a callus for risk. The first thing you got to do is get over your own self of not wanting to take any risks. The riskiest thing you guys can do is not take any risk, right? The reason I'm in a position where I'm at today is because I took a lot of risk.
A lot of calculated risk.
Yeah, it wasn't stupid risk. I didn't go to the casino. I thought it through. I said, hey, if I put up this money, I can do this. This might happen. And it was a good damn probability that it can happen. And it wasn't up to chance. It was up to my work ethic and skill. Hey, when I was 25 years old, I flipped my first house. I made $126,000. I didn't go buy a fucking Rolex. I didn't go buy a Lambo. I didn't go buy a bunch of fancy shit. You know what I did? I bought a stinky, old, nasty, quick lube mechanic shop on a busy location where I live. I got an SBA loan for $860,000 at 25 years old. And I put down $126,000. I took that money I made from that first flip and I rolled it into buying a piece of real estate on the busiest location, because I knew that my skills could make that shop boom. And that's exactly what I did. I worked that thing like I'd never worked before. You know how excited we were when we were closing that shop? We went to Chili's.
When we bought it?
The day before.
And when we sold it.
And when we sold it.
1031.
And bought our Destin house.
Bought the Destin house.
Yep. I bought that mechanic shop in 2007 or 2007, right? Or no, I bought it in 2007. That was my second shop. The first one I was just leased. I bought it from Philip on the property and used the down payment, the $126,000. I kept it all the way until 2017. Made millions of dollars working there. And then that property, actually, we bought our first beach house, our first condo with the money we made off the shop while we were running it. We bought a condo at the Phoenix 5 in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Orange Beach with the money we made from that. Was our first. I missed that play. We should have never sold that. Knowing what I know now, I would have never sold it. Anything you get on the water, folks, do not sell. Waterfront property is the best. Do not sell any waterfront.
I'll harass you about
that. We sold that property. I should have never sold it. But I lost my train of thought.
But after that, we bought that.
So I sold it 10 years. Yeah, I sold it
in 2017.
2017, and I 1031 exchange, and I bought another one of our dream properties. We bought our beach house in Destin.
But tell them what we bought it for and now what it's worth.
We bought that beach house for $1.1 million. That house is worth $2.6 million now, right? Now we timed it right. We bought it in 2017, and it's been renting. It does over $200,000 in revenue, in gross revenue a year, and
it's completely passive.
That is something that's complete. I don't believe in the passive income. Like, I live off my passive income, but that business really is a passive business. So,
if you have a good management team,
that's right. Sammy says, yes, we build in the doing. It's all risky. Mistakes are going to learn opportunity. Absolutely, dude. Everything's risky, man.
Yeah, and
going
you
to
learn.
work.
Even if you fail, you learn. So that's still valuable information. Miss Laura, that's a development of, I think it's townhomes. It's like a bunch, like a lot of townhomes in that area.
Everything's risky. Having a job is risky. Running a business is risky. It's all risky and it's all hard. Having a job and working with somebody else is hard. So if you're going to do something hard, do something that at least pays, that's scalable, right? At least give it a shot. Start your own business. If not, and maybe not, I'm not, if you follow me, entrepreneur, I'm not saying this is not, what I do and what I preach is not for everybody. You gotta be a certain, of a certain mindset and a certain skill set, right? This shit's hard. So, I love your business to hunting example. There's a lot of correlation. Absolutely, dude, business and real estate investing is hunting. You ain't gonna kill every time. You might kill one out of every 5-6 hunts. And you might get that trophy buck 1 out of 20 hunts. The key is you don't quit. You don't fucking quit, right? But back to what I told you, I took risk when I was 25 years old, and it just kept rolling. Every time we make a big lick in profits, we just roll over. Like you look at my lifestyle now, like this is a combination of taking risk and delayed gratification. You look at my lifestyle now, I'm 43 years old. I've been at this shit for 20 years. Every penny we made from my shops, from real estate, we've rolled back into more assets. Yeah, I got a bunch of cool fucking cars, but I paid peanuts. Some of my Jeeps and my old Chevelles, you guys know me. If I can't steal it, I don't buy it. I paid peanuts for them. I find motivated seller. I didn't pay a whole lot of money for my cars. I don't have a whole lot of toys besides a bunch of guns. But those guns, my guns are worth a lot of money. And a bunch of ammo. But you have to have a certain degree of delayed gratification and discipline to not take the money you make when you make a big rip and go burn it on shit that's not going to exponentially compound in the future. We did a really good job of that when we were younger. And every time we make a bunch of money, what do? We buy
a lot of trailers.
A lot of trailers. And
fix a lot of trailers, buy a lot of trailers.
And waterfront property,
right? Yeah.
We got a big chunk of money a couple of years ago in 2020. What did we do? We bought a Gulf Shores house on the beach. Love that place too, right? It doesn't rent as well as Destin, but we got a 3.2 interest rate at 30-year fix.
And it went up like what?
We paid $615 for it. Within a year and a half, it was worth $950,000, right? Made $300,000 equity. So for you guys, I would tell you guys, make sure you invest in waterfront properties. Beautiful scenery. You can't replace beautiful scenery. Go check on that damn dog, Patty.
She's behind that chair.
Okay. Beautiful scenery. Places that can't be replaced. This is why I bought Rood Ranch. No, she was over there. You better go check on her.
Rosie.
Places that can't be replaced.
Come over here, crazy.
Look for properties that are non-replaceable. Right? What's up, Hensley? Hensley spoke at one of my events. What I like to call the noble failure. You never lose, you win, or you learn. That's exactly right, Sam. You never lose, you only learn, right? They call it fishing, not catching. That's right, Samuel. Don't skip on guns. Hey, listen, guns are investments.
So are purses.
No.
Yes, they are.
No, not so much. Not so much. Anyway, hope this helps, guys. We got our Facebook back, so I hope you like these Sunday. I've been doing these Sunday lives since 2017. That's 6 years I've been doing these Facebook lives. Fire chat.
Our fire is struggling.
Yeah, it's on a struggle bus. But we're going to be back at it again. We love connecting with you guys. If you haven't made it out to an Allies Mastermind or a meetup, you should come. You'll meet a lot of awesome people. I don't claim to be for everybody, but I'm for somebody. I'm kind of a guy that's hard-headed in the sense that I like to make money. I like to build wealth. I think it's fun. It's my sport. If you into that shit, everybody that comes is the same way. Us entrepreneurs we got to stick together. We're a small crowd. We're entrepreneurs, right? We're only 3% of the population. We're not for everybody. So.
And we're not going to bullshit you.
No, we don't bullshit. I can't even bullshit myself.
No.
I try to bullshit. I bullshitted her into marrying me. Well, actually, I knocked her up into marrying me.
You had a plan.
But that thing right there is full of shit.
Yeah.
And she eats her shit too. What the hell's wrong?
Poor Rosie.
Yeah, she,
Anyway.
that damn dog. But anyway, hope this helps. Inbox me if you want to come to the next Allies Mastermind, March 6th and 7th, Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to have
Our favorite city.
No, it's
Favorite
awesome.
city.
Well, Colorado Springs is my favorite city, but Nashville's number 2.
It's my number 1.
We're going to have a good time. Inbox me if you need help with your real estate game. Inbox me if you got a good deal. If you want to partner up on it, it better be a deal.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't call him if it's not a good deal.
If it's not a deal, I will.
Chew you out.
I'm gonna ream your asshole. Okay.
I've witnessed this several times.
I will make you.
If it's on the market and you just added another 50 grand to something,
you
it's like,
daisy
don't
chaining,
call.
or it better be a deal. So, anyway, love you guys. If you're an entrepreneur, you ain't got a bunch of friends, you like to make money, you're into building wealth, and you love real estate and you love business, you need to come out to the Allies Mastermind. You come hang out with me. I guarantee you will get massive value and find your tribe. So, see you guys in the next live. Peace.